Now, British ministers are planning new legislation that would override parts of the EU withdrawal agreement. No condemnation from the EU, but the head of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, said she expected the UK to abide by its commitments. This amid concerns that trade talks may fail. The EU's Michel Barnier says the UK wants the best of both worlds. Dave Keating joins me now from Brussels. He's outside the European Commission. Dave, instead of condemning then the UK, the Commission, it seems, just trying to tread carefully.
Yeah, we got a statement on Twitter from Commission President Ursula von der Leyen reminding the UK that that divorce treaty that they signed last year is binding in international law. And perhaps more importantly, she said it's a, quote, prerequisite for any future relationship. The suggestion there being, of course, that if the UK Parliament goes ahead with this legislation undoing what they agreed in that divorce deal last year, then it would mean that that the EU cannot agree any kind of future trade partnership with the UK if the UK doesn't abide by what it already signed. Now, the most contentious part of this that they're considering is this aspect that deals with Northern Ireland. If you'll recall, last year, the way that they were finally able to agree a divorce deal was if the UK agreed to make Northern Ireland part of the EU's customs area, therefore establishing a customs border between Northern Ireland and the rest of the UK. Johnson was always kind of hedging about whether he really believed that's what he signed up to. It is what he signed up to. But now they're going ahead with undoing that commitment. And for the EU, that could mean a return to a hard border on the island of Ireland, something they always said was unacceptable. So they haven't outright condemned what Johnson said. But if you look at von der Leyen's statement, if they go ahead with this on Wednesday, it could cause the EU to at least quietly say, look, there's no possibility of a future trade deal now. We're going to have to start preparing for a no-deal Brexit at the end of the year.
And what happens, Dave, if there's a no-deal Brexit?
Well, it's important to point out that there will be major changes at the end of the year no matter what. If you'll recall, Brexit happened essentially in name only at the end of January this year. There's a transition period till December 31st in which the UK is still part of the EU single market and therefore must follow EU law. That ends on December 31st. If the EU and the UK haven't been able to agree to a free trade agreement by then, it means the UK will suddenly lose access to all of its neighbors' markets. It would be trading only on WTO terms. It would really be an earthquake that economists say could cause serious economic damage. Even if they can agree a free trade deal, there's going to be, let's say, a mild earthquake at the end of the year. And what we're really looking at here is the difference between a mild earthquake with significant damage and a major earthquake with potentially catastrophic damage. Now, this would hurt the UK more than the EU, but the EU would also be hurt by this because the EU would also suddenly lose access to the UK's markets. And this is all taking place, of course, in the context of the coronavirus, when companies just don't have the resources to prepare for a sudden dramatic change in the UK's trade relationship with the EU. Of course, again, that's coming either way, but if they can agree an FTA by the end of this year, it would soften the blow. Companies desperately want it, but there's this fundamental sticking point about the so-called level playing field. The EU says if you want access to the EU single market, you have to align with some EU rules. The UK saying that would be being like a client state. We won't do it.
All right, thank you very much, Dave. Dave Keating in Brussels for us.